Tibetans of the Tibetan Plateau believe that there is a holy mountain that is connected with heaven, and that the water which comes down from this mountain is also from heaven. Mountains located at the northern foot of Mount Tangula are all holy mountains, and it is this water from here that eventually formed the Lantang Mekong River. It is now winter, and the headwaters of the Lantang Mekong River are covered with ice, but water flows out from under the rocks and grass. Across the mountains, Ka serves as a monk at a monastery. The second son of the Tashu family, at the moment he is at home to help his family move to another pasture. Every morning, he fills his copper alms bowl with water from the creek and offers it to the Buddha. On this plateau where the Lantang River originates, the Tibetans live as nomads depending on the land for their survival. They are constantly on the move in search of water and the best pastures for their herds. The Tashu family's summer pasture is located close to a tributary of the Jiachu River. As it's now winter, they're moving to another pasture so that their summer pasture can revive and the environment of the headwaters of the Lantang Mekong River can be protected. The Lantang River originates in China in Zachu, which is located in Yushu Prefecture, Qinghai Province. In Tibetan, Zachu means many rivers, and indeed, the Lantang River has more tributaries than many of the world's great rivers. More than 400 of these tributaries are located in the area where its main tributaries, the Jiachu and the Jianachu, meet. The latest scientific research has revealed that the Lantang River originates in Jifu Mountain, in Zador County, Yushu Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture, Qinghai Province. And this mountain has an elevation of 5,200 meters above sea level. When the Lantang Mekong River is measured from its point of origin, in Jifu Mountain, it comes to a length of 4,909 kilometers. And as the river progresses, it is joined by numerous tributaries and becomes much larger. This beautiful river winds past a great number of monasteries, and of these, Champaling Monastery is one of the most magnificent. The monastery stands on red soil formed by ancient glaciers in the Hangduan Mountains. The entrance to the monastery offers a complete view of Chengdu and the meeting place of the Jiachu River and the Angchu River, the largest tributaries of the Lantang River. This is Chengdu, an important city in East Tibet and a city in which Tibetan civilization has long been nurtured. In the Tibetan language, Chengdu means a place where rivers meet. It is at Chengdu that the Jiachu and the Angchu meet, and it is from this point on that the river is known as the Lantang Mekong River. The Lantang Mekong River flows through the snow-capped mountains and grasslands of the Tibetan Plateau. When it reaches Yunnan province, however, the river cuts through the Hengduan Mountains, creating magnificent gorges. At some points, the altitude drops as much as 5,000 meters in a very short distance. With an elevation reaching 6,740 meters, the snow-capped Mei Li Snow Mountains in Yunnan province are the highest in the Lantang Mekong River basin, and in the hearts of the Tibetan people, these mountains are holy. The Lantang Mekong River is the sixth largest in the world, and the area it runs through, known as the Greater Mekong Sub-region, consists of Cambodia, China, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. China seeks economic cooperation with other countries in the sub-region, with the Yunnan province and the Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region, which border on a number of these nations, as its representatives. The sub-region encompasses an area of 2.57 million square kilometres and has a population of 320 million. The Greater Mekong sub-region shares the same cultural background. Its people all love peace and uphold their traditions, and they share the same dreams for development. This is truly a wonderful region. A bird's-eye view of the region shows that its northern part is higher than its southern part, and that the north is home to both temperate zone and tropical zone plants. The region has numerous rivers, and people live on these rivers that enrich the land and give rise to civilization. The various peoples in the sub-region have given the one river different names. After the Lantang River flows beyond Xishuangbanna in China's Yunnan province, it enters Shan State in Myanmar, and in Laos it becomes known as the Mekong. In Vietnam, the river is called the Tu Long River, as there it divides into many rivers before it empties into the sea. The air is constantly filled with folk songs. People can be seen dancing, and there are so many stories to tell about the river that they cannot be counted. In Xishuangbanna, Yunnan province, the Lantang River is also known as the Jiaolong River. It is said that the 9 dragons living in the Lantang River served as a rainbow bridge, and the local people regard dragons as a symbol of rivers. Although different countries have different dragons, all the people in the Lantang Mekong River basin follow traditions in which dragons are an important part of their lives. And they recognize that rivers bring prosperity and the hope of good harvests. The Yi people observe the ancient tradition of dragon dancing. All people, men and women, young and old, help make dragons, an activity which brings them both enjoyment and knowledge. The older people pass on to the young information about every aspect of these traditional activities. The activities revolve around the making of beautiful textiles, all created by women. The most accomplished embroiderer from each family in the village will be part of a team that embroiders a long, colourful dragon. Usually, the ancestral hall is closed, but at the moment, it is the centre for embroidering a dragon. It takes a week to produce a colourful dragon such as this, and when the dragon is completed, the dragon dance begins. People believe that by working together in the dragon dance, they will have the courage and strength to fend off disasters and experience good luck. The dancing dragon represents the people's appreciation of the land and its rivers. Eventually, the Lantang River reaches Guanlei, a border town in Xishuangbanna Prefecture, Yunnan Province. This town was once a small village of around 10 families, but now it is a busy port and an area heavily involved in international trade. And beyond Guanlei, the river becomes known as the Mekong. After surging through mountains and gorges, the river enters subtropical forests and is joined by Myanmar's Nam Le River. Here, the river becomes quieter. Myanmar's Inle Lake offers a poetic scene of farming, as it was throughout much of Asia in ancient times. The people here believe in Buddhism, and the men do the farm work, while the women engage in spinning and weaving. On these floating islands are houses, and the residents move among the structures in slender boats. These one-man fishing boats, elegant and practical, are a unique feature of Inle Lake. First, the fishermen place their horn-shaped bamboo fish baskets upside down in the clean water. Next, they drive their bamboo poles through the water to stir up the fish, which then try to escape. Many fish